Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah, Koholoim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakaha Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say the water 12 of H.I.M and Akwaf. That's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawach, just coming at you with another quick lesson and praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And this is the article in Raw Story. FBI warns of attempted kidnappings and grapes at hands of fake ICE officers. Oh, you think? You didn't think that was going to happen when these people don't have to identify themselves? When you can order a fucking ICE suit off of Amazon? Matter of fact, it's an Army surplus place not too far away from where I live at here. You can go into that place and get any uniform you want. From being a postal office, mail service. Because a lot of these jobs, that's where they get the uniforms from. They go to a uniform store. And there's certain uniforms that you can get. You can get fucking handcuffs. You can get badges and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And the average person don't know no better as to, okay, is this a real federal badge or is this a real police officer badge? Or, people don't know no better. They just see that shit. You got the right talk. You got the right, speech, and you got that authoritative voice, and you kind of look muscular, so to speak, as if or whatever. You know how the look of these Edomites, you know what I'm saying? They got the damn, the physique. They got the belt. They got the damn, got the utility belt with all the bullshit in it. And the average person won't know no better. Especially, matter of fact, it was an Edomite here, right here in Michigan. They caught that motherfucker multiple times. He done had lights and shit put in his car. Matter of fact, the way that they caught him, he ended up pulling over an actual police officer that was off duty. I'm like, man, what, where you come from? What unit are you? Who? That's how they ended up arresting this clown again. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try and see if I can find that. But I can remember, I was telling the beloved brother Allah about it one time. Back in the days, we had a whole bunch of fake police officers here in Detroit. They had the police cars. I'm talking about they had the fucking, that was back when they was driving Crown Vics and shit. They had everything. They looked just like the police. Come to find out they wasn't, and it was on the news. Everybody was scared. They ended up making this big bust and finding this like a warehouse or something like that these motherfuckers was working out of. But they had everything. Now whether they was ripping it off from if I'm not mistaken, it's been a while ago. It could have been actually some police officers in on it. Giving a uniform. It was like they was just robbing dope houses and, kicking in doors, doing raids, fake ass raids. And you know what I'm saying? And come to find out that these wasn't actually the police. So I remember my dad saying, I remember my mom, police follow her for miles, man. But my dad had told her, and she listened, which a woman's supposed to do. She listened. Like, if a police try and pull you over, don't stop. You call me on the phone and you pull up in the driveway. Drive slowly, and that's what she done. She just drove slowly and pulled up into the driveway here at the house. That was back in the days, but that was what she told me. And my dad came out and spoke with the police officers, and he explained to him as to why he told her not to be stopping for random police officers, and they understood because that was a big thing back then. So it's nothing for Esau to actually, go and get. Esau got all this shit already. Esau already dressed like this, and he got the damn boots on. I be seeing a lot of those Edomites at the job. I'm like, this motherfucker probably getting right off from here, going to his ICE job. They look like ICE motherfucking raiders, man. Anyway, let me see. Salakia, y'all, for the rant. Immigrant rights and human rights activists have warned for months that federal agents covering up their faces have created a number of problems, including the impersonation of officers. You know how many people that are fucking missing, that are in someone's house tied up from this kind of shit? You can't tell me that people not doing this. You can't tell me that people are not. It don't take nothing, but you can be in a regular car. You can get a rental car. Matter of fact, you ain't even got to get a rental car. You can just, these motherfuckers are still a car. You know what I'm saying? Pull up on your ass, especially you women. As a matter of fact, let me get a quick scripture, because this is the reason why I'm doing this lesson. This is serious business, man. And they're only, pulling up on our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. That's it. They're not, and this is not going to be a problem until Edomites start getting swooped up on. That's when they're going to realize it. That's when you're going to get all the fussing and all the boo-hooing and shit. Because they're going to run up on you Edomites next. Don't think that you're just going to escape Jacob's trouble. Your ass going to get a part of it too. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So you have to be circumspect out here, man. Always do bring out this one too, by the Spirit. Ecclesiasticus 32:11 in the Apocrypha. And it reads, rise up, be time, be not the last, but get thee home without delay. Right? That means get the fuck on up, handle your business, and get your ass back to the house. All this hanging out these days, right now, in this season, this is not the season to be hanging out. It's just not. And see, it's mainly you women that can't keep your hot asses at home. You're the weaker vessel, and you need to keep your ass. You need to go, if you got a job, go fucking work. You got to go to the supermarket, go to that bitch as soon as you get off, or preferably at a time when it's a lot less traffic. And even then, you have to be circumspect. Even then, you have to watch yourself. We can't stress this enough, man. Can't stress this enough. I seen what appears to be Issachar in a damn Corvette. Police had his ass pulled over. Him and his woman with their hands in the air. All kinds of cups and drinks on the top of the car. It was one of those newer Corvettes too. And I'm like, Issachar's probably trying to stunt. Pulled his ass over. And I'm thinking to myself, like, they're gonna take your ass to the precinct. Because the way that they look, I'm already knowing, no, you going to jail. The way that they had the shit sprawled out on the car. You going to jail. And they're going to have ICE pick your ass up from there. Here you go, you out joyriding. Nah, man, ain't no time for that shit. Go get what you have to get and take your ass home. Get your gas in the daytime. Hit the ATM or the bank in the daytime. Because people are starting to get grimy. I just done that lesson last night with the guy pulled a damn AK on the gas station attendant. Told that nigga to turn around, put his hands on his head, turn around and count to 100. Shit getting grimy, man. But this shit right here, I've been saying it all along. And matter of fact, in the comment boards, people going in. They like, man, motherfuckers should be pulling out the blankie and popping at these motherfuckers as soon as they pull up with that shit. Because here you go, you're unidentified. That's kidnapping, bro. Because by law, now you might be going through some shit, but by law, you have a right to protect yourself from somebody that's trying to throw you into a car, man. You don't know who the fuck they are. You're not identifying yourself. That shit is stupid as hell. You couldn't even if I work for ICE, you couldn't give me that kind of job. You're not gonna, because you set me up to be fucking smoked. Because it's gonna come down to the point they're gonna run. And actually, you know what? Esau, he's such a damn coward. He's really running up on who he knows not gonna fight back, pretty much. They kind of eyeballing, they assess shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he don't look like he'll be that much of a problem to grab. They're not running up on big boy. How many women? I ain't seeing these motherfuckers arrest nobody over 200 pounds yet. Not even a good solid 185, man. They not running up on nobody that's 200-300 fucking pounds. Some of these big ass fucking Issacharites. I ain't seen none of that. They running up on these little bitty ass women, and they already know Issachar is kind of like average Issachar, man. They don't be wanting no problems. They don't be having. They not as violent as these motherfuckers trying to make it seem as if they are, man. I ain't never seen. They move along and they be laughing, giggling, and just looking like peaceful people. And I ain't never had no problems with any of them in my lifetime. Never. They've always been cordial and nice, man. They're family oriented. And so they're running up on the ones that they know. And that's Esau. Why you think he running into Venezuela and not Russia? This is his game plan all along. He's really a coward. You think he about to run into China? You crazy? Turkey just bought those S-400s from Russia. You think America about to go over there and run up on Turkey? Are you crazy? They're not running up on Iran. They running up on people. This has always been Esau's MO. That's why he ain't never won no wars. Even these wars where he was over in motherfucking Afghanistan for like 20-some years, man. And still, and pulled out and left all that shit over there. All that billions of dollars worth of equipment. Where you think Al-Qaeda got all they weapons from? All that shit they left over there. They running into these small countries, these third world countries, and they bullying the shit out of them, but they not running into these real contenders, man. And that's Esau. That's him in general. That's his whole MOC. Esau's a cunning hunter. He hunts for the prey in the easiest way. He don't want no struggles with it. He just, I'm gonna set a trap, you know what I'm saying, and that's that. He's not trying to really run into, and it makes sense when if you try to, work smarter and not harder, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? But Esau don't want that smoke like that, man. See, Esau, he get numbers. That's why I say, these NFL games, NBA games, baseball games, and you go downtown in some of these areas, and they get a couple of beers in them, a couple of shots in them, and they got numbers on you. It's 5 or 6 of them, or they'll get down on you. But 1, 2, you have some that'll talk that shit, but overall, they don't want no smoke, man, with the average Jake, man. And they not running up on the big guys, man. I ain't seen these motherfuckers run up. I ain't seen no arrests as far as these gang members supposedly in Chicago. I ain't seen nothing on the news where they're like, yeah, we just rounded up 20 gang members. What the fuck? What are you doing? You running into Home Depot. You're running into the bakery. You're running into the schools. But anyway, back to the lesson. Hey, be circumspect, man. Because this right here is a serious situation, man. It says, Wired reported Tuesday that last month the FBI acknowledged that when U.S. immigration and custom enforcements cannot be identified and confirmed as legitimate, it gives license to people to pose as officers and nab people. So you're the FBI? You're going to put out this report and you're not going to do anything about it? You're not in Congress stressing to Congress that ICE needs to motherfucking be identifying themselves as any other personnel would that's in an agency? How you got a nigga that's living next door, he can just go out? Come on, bro. The nigga got the Scooby-Doo van out in the damn garage, man. He pulling off every night, and he just pulling up on whoever he wants. All he need is 2 or 3 people. That's it. You jump out with that little bullshit, little Desert Storm uniform on, little vest, got a couple of pockets and shit on it. He ain't even speaking. You don't even hear the motherfucker voice other than, get down or get back or what. Okay, what the fuck, nigga, where you come from and who are you? Because you can be anybody. You know how many people, I'm telling you, man, right now, you know how many people, ain't no telling how many motherfuckers is somewhere tied up in somebody's house right now from that bullshit. Because nobody's questioning nothing. Nobody's questioning that shit. It's just like people standing afar off, talking shit with their cell phones out, recording some shit. But what's happening after they throw this motherfucker in the car still? They still throwing the motherfucker into the back of the van and taking off with his ass? What happens then? You had one person that was out here trying to, that was kind of following these cars, because they getting rental cars. And it's nothing for a person to just come on, bro. But this is a part of the beginning of Jacob's trouble, man. We in Jacob's trouble, man. Esau don't give a fuck, I'm telling you. Until so-called white people start to get rounded up, this is not a problem to them. They just like, but this is your country. You should be, if anybody should be fighting for the Constitution, even if you might think that these people are illegal immigrants, you should be fighting for your officers to do this shit the right way, because guess what? You've lost all your rights. Because they're going to do that shit to your ass. And Esau don't get it. They don't think, they thinking that it's just going to, that's just for them. That's good for them. We're tired of our country being overran. We're tired of immigrants taking up all our food stamps and resources. And all right, well, let's see when because once they done with them, what do you think they already talking about encamping the fucking homeless in Utah somewhere? They building these fucking alligator Alcatraz buildings and shit, and these are a bunch of so-called white people that's going there. Oh, they're on drugs. And they need to be rehabilitated, and we're gonna and they talking about forcing their asses to work. So guess what? They're gonna lock their asses down with some electrical barbed wire fence. Probably gonna have a goddamn tower with a motherfucker with a high powered scope on a rifle, gunning anybody down that's trying to get out of that bitch to tell what's really happening in there. Soon as they try and jump that fence, bam, that motherfucking electricity going, that jolt of 100,000 watts hit they goddamn ass and burn their asses to a crisp right off the jump. Because nobody's getting out of there once they go in there. And they're making more people homeless than ever now. Okay, motherfuckers can't afford. There's so many people being thrown out of their places right now, man. This shit is crazy, bro. But anyway, it's the fall of Esau's kingdom, and we love it. We praying for it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm talking about, to our people, you Israelites, our people. Fuck these Edomites, fuck whoever else that get caught up in the web of that shit. But you use wisdom, man. Go and do what you had to do and get your ass back to the house. So it goes on to say, such was the case when a man claiming to be a sworn officer marched into North Carolina motel room and threatened to deport the woman if she did not have sex with him. See? Yep. In a Bay County, Florida case, a woman unzipped her jacket to show an ICE t-shirt and ordered her ex-boyfriend's wife to come with her. Look at this shit. The woman grabbed her and took her to an apartment complex before the victim was finally able to escape. See? All they need is a t-shirt saying ICE on it. And I'm surprised this shit ain't started yet, man. It's about to be some real get down, man. Soon. These people not gonna allow this shit because it's illegal, man. And really, in reality, say for instance, you got some enemies, you got some ops or whatever, and you already see like a couple of these rappers, these niggas is in jail right now. You know what I'm saying? For, putting out little $40,000, $50,000 hits. Man, you could put out $1,000 and motherfuckers will roll down on a nigga and grab his ass up with an ICE uniform on and bring his ass to an abandoned basement and get down on him and shit. But he went with him because a nigga had on an ICE t-shirt. And he didn't know if whether or not, And these motherfuckers is wrestling people to the ground. They ain't even got no handcuffs. These niggas is zip tying people. And them zip ties, man, I'm not going to, that's some hard shit to get out of. Them zip ties is not easy to get out of when they zip that bitch around your goddamn wrist real tight. Them bitches is, you ain't gonna credible Hulk snap them bitches like that. Them motherfuckers is pretty much, is about as thorough as handcuffs. Literally. Okay? What it says, in New York, a case, a man claimed he was an immigration officer and directed her to a nearby stairwell. Wired reported. He then punched her, tried to rape her, and took her cell phone. The police ultimately caught him. In other cases, it's unknown if the attackers were, in fact, ICE agents taking advantage of their position, or yes, a lot of them taking advantage of the position as well. Why would they not? They've been given a whole motherfucking pretty much overall immunity. Why would they not take advantage of that? They, motherfucker have a couple of drinks and be like, you know what? Let's just go out on the road, boys. They ain't even got no what you would call a superior. They just making runs. And then look at the money they offering them. These niggas is getting like 50,000 sign-ups. These motherfuckers getting sign-on bonuses, all kinds of shit. Okay, but it says, Wired said the FBI's notice encouraged agencies to have their officers clearly identify themselves and to cooperate when civilians ask to verify an officer's identity, including by allowing calls to a local police precinct. Yep, you should be. Matter of fact, you should have 911 put on speed dial and click the goddamn speaker button when they asking you questions. Yep, this is 911. Yes, ma'am, I'm over here at such and such, such and such, and there's some guys that's running up on me that's not identifying themselves. At least your location will be out there in case these motherfuckers want to try and go ahead and shut you up and throw you in a damn van. At least they got a location where it may scare their asses off. Which is crazy, bro. You had to even do anything like that. You had to have 911 on speed dial. Boop, 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 boop. What's your emergency? I got two guys. For real. Like, that's real talk, though. That's a safety measure that you can use, man. Shit, hey, I got 911 on speed dial, goddammit. Soon as the car pull up on you with the bullshit, you should be unlocking your damn phone. A lot of people are already on the damn phone anyway, because they ain't paying no damn attention. This is why we saying be circumspect. Pay attention, man. Keep your damn head up. Stop walking with your fucking head down on these goddamn headphones, man, with your earbuds in. Serious business, man. Okay, but it says, ensure law enforcement personnel adequately identify themselves during operations, and cooperate with individuals who request further verification. Federal law mandate that immigration officers identify themselves. See, this is a federal law, so you have a right to protect yourself if they not complying, man. Here you go. You just gotta listen to this motherfucker. Look, I was afraid for my life, Your Honor. I didn't know what they was gonna do. I didn't know who these people were. They wasn't telling me who they were. You don't have no, so it's, it's really your word against theirs, because they ain't got no motherfucking body cams. And nobody cams with no microphones on no bitches where they can see and hear what really actually happened. Your Honor, they never told me who they was. I got scared. I went for my firearm. Because people carrying. There's people out here, man, that's got guns on them, man. They not, people are like, nah. And plus, with what they seeing on TV, people starting to see this shit. It's too many, social media posts and too many videos of the bullshit. So people are like, nigga, they just ain't ran up on the right ones yet. Now do they? These motherfuckers be suited and booted though. You see the rifles these motherfuckers, these are military grade rifles these men be having. But that ain't shit. Some people, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Now some of these motherfuckers, hey, you got Jake riding around out here with the same shit or something better. But guess what? Like I said again, how many times have you seen the gang members that they done rounded up? You ain't seen no gang members rounded up. I mean, I think maybe once, or but it ain't like how they was talking about. It's been regular motherfuckers, man. Okay, it says, but in a video, after video of ICE agents grabbing people in Chicago, Portland, and Washington, D.C., agents consistently refuse to identify themselves when bystanders request information. In one Chicago case, ICE pepper sprayed a crowd of people filming them. See? One officer also pointed a gun at a woman who had a camera phone turned on him. And they throwing tear gas and shit. The recent increased presence of armed, masked federal officers completely disrupts and erodes public trust in law enforcement. Alicia Castillo of the Texas Civil Rights Project told Wire. Further, the increase in local cooperation with federal authorities through 287G agreements has led to a chilling effect on local law enforcement for communities. Yeah, because people don't trust. People are about to be coming up against the government, man. Matter of fact, that's in the Apocrypha. We living in some second Esdras shit about to jump off, man. Let me just get to the point. Second Esdras 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right? So these people are about to come to a point of, basically overall civil war. They're not about to regard the police officers. They're not going to give a fuck about the police because and the mayor or the governor, because they're starting to see, okay, well, where the fuck y'all been? Y'all not protecting us. You're not telling these people, we have no choice but to protect ourselves in a sense, And then at the same time, too, crime is just going to be so fucking out of hand. It's already out of hand, but it's going to get to a point where the police, they ain't going to want nothing to do with none of this no more, man. Come on, bro. You got police officers standing around with ICE knowing full well these people are illegally detaining people without due process. So the people are like, we can't trust the police. We damn sure can't trust ICE. We can't trust the FBI. We can't even trust the mayor, the governor. We can't trust, any of these official city councilmen. They're not helping us. There's nothing going on. They're not fighting for us, and they're taking our taxpayer money and all this. People are just going to take up arms and just do what they're going to do. They already got, I'm telling you, it's only going to be when so-called white people start to catch it, though. And it's coming. See, they kick back thinking that this shit is not going to happen to them. That's the thing. They just, we need to get rid of these. All right. You just give it a moment, because guess what? They said they setting up shop on you. And some of these megas, they know. These mega Edomites, they know. You got those militias that's in these backwoods. You don't think that they don't know that there's a takeover of the government by a foreign entity, so to speak? Come on, bro. Let me go back real quick. Let's see what else is in here. We'll end out. It says, the 287G program deputizes local police to act as immigration immigrants, said Wire. See? So now you can't even trust your local police. You can't trust these people, man. Anything that goes down, you know what I'm saying, you may need some assistance, you know, and you can be born here. Your mama was born here. Your daddy was born here. Their parents was born here. Their parents was born here. And just because you look like you might be Hispanic, and you ain't even got to look Hispanic now, shit, or Latino, you can just be a nigga. And you call these people to your house thinking that you're going to get some help, they gonna throw your ass in a squad car with your family. And you can talk it out with ICE agents and shit over the next 48 to 72 hours. And if they feeling like they want to keep you longer, they're just going to keep you longer, and there's nothing that you can do. Come on, bro. You think these people, they're gonna rile up and rise up against this shit, man. Which they should. You think they would have already. Okay, but it says, in Chicago, ICE and other federal agents are in unmarked vehicles, and videos show that while many wear clothing that identifies with their agencies, some do not. You nigga just out here in some khakis and a damn polo shirt, bro. And here's some videos. Mother arrested by ICE agents in front of school. ICE arrests suburban Chicago police officer. So here you go. You're a police officer and your ass get arrested. ICE done ran you down and you a police officer. That's crazy as hell. Anyway, I'm not going to get into any of these videos on that end. But, hey, these comments, hey, people... Yep, this person says that's why they should not be allowed to cover their faces. Anyone with a brain can see this coming. They must also be made to identify themselves with badge numbers with their names on them. Yeah. Donald J. Trump wants this chaos. Yeah, he do. Please stay diligent, peaceful, document everything. Well, you can do all that all you want to, because this is prophetic. This shit has got to happen anyway. The uproars of the people must happen, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the man of sin, the son of perdition, got to be revealed. Because he's the one that, it's him. It's him that's causing this shit. Let me get that real quick. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Now they mad about all those Democratic elections they lost fucking yesterday. Seeing Trump doofy, stupid ass talking about, oh yeah, and it's because of, oh no, it's because of motherfuckers been looking at Joe doofy ass for the past fucking going on a year damn near. They like, everybody was running out here voting for a damn Democrat yesterday. You got women motherfucking mayors and women damn governors and a bunch of, it's going to be a bunch of chaos even out of that silly shit too. But anyway, a lot of those places where Republicans should have won, Democrats tore their asses up. And Trump sitting on TV looking stupid as hell. But he's still going to do what he's going to do. And it's designed for him to tear this place up, man. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. That's Esau, man. That's Esau, the so-called white race, man. And Trump, he's here doing the most, man. He's doing the most. And we applaud his ass and pray he go ahead and turn shit on up, man. Because he has completely destroyed this place, man, in the past year. The second biggest shutdown in American history was done on his watch both times. Number 45 and number 47 got the biggest shutdowns in American history when it comes to government shutdowns. He's got that shit locked. So things are only going to get worse, man. People are not doing well. People are getting frustrated. People are pissed right now. Now they're about to go into these bullshit ass holidays like, well, what the fuck? I can't afford a turkey. I can't afford the Thanksgiving dinner. I can't afford Christmas for my kids. These people they ready to blow. But this is the man of sin, the son of perdition being revealed. Trump was just like this guy. He didn't even want the emergency SNAP benefits to go ahead for you people to get some food. This nigga like, nah, bitch, y'all go hungry. That lets you know what a demon this nigga is. You don't give a fuck about your babies crying. Shit. The nigga don't care, man. He was like, no, he wanted to go against that judge's order, but, he had to pull back. They was probably like, nah, hold on now. You're moving a little too fast now, Let's at least act like we're trying to keep the law. Because he been like, fuck these judges and been like, fuck this Constitution. This nigga is Nero for real. Super wicked, man. You just looking at this dude and you listening to him, you're like, these motherfuckers is wicked as hell, bro. But anyway, again, See, when these Edomites start to really feel the pressure, that's when they're gonna want you niggas to come out. That's why they was mad at you niggas for not coming out to march on No Kings, on that No Kings protest. They like, where you niggas at? Especially the black women. They was really asking, where the black women at? Because Jake kind of stood down. Jake been sitting a lot of that shit out. Jake like, fuck it, man. We might as well just chill. Right? Verse 4 says, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Right? He's the one that's got control of the people's lives, man. Can pull your ass over, man, and you gotta comply with this motherfucker. You know? And you don't even know if it's really, you know, official. That's crazy, man. That is outlandish. See? And these Americans, you white people, you constitutionalized motherfuckers. You sitting back just watching your shit. See, I'm telling you, see, they really think that when they get pulled over, they're gonna be able to use that Constitution. But nope, that Constitution is done, nigga. And you stood back and you watched the shit go to fuckery while you was clapping and you know, cheering along with the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans being round up. But see, Jacob's trouble about to come down on y'all asses, and we can't wait. You know, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh shot for it. But hey, you know, I didn't want to keep it long. I kind of went past a little bit, but bottom line, hey, be careful, be circumspect. Because there are people out here that's like, hey, I mean, shit, you can drive to your local precinct. You're not feeling safe. Pull up on the local precinct, man. Pull up, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not trusting this shit. I just seen a video the other day. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Motherfuckers rammed a lady off the street. They just ran a damn a Jeep Wagoneer into a lady's truck. Ran her ass off the street. They had no lights on or nothing. It was just a regular Jeep Wagoneer. I'm like, damn, y'all tearing up a $100,000 truck just to get one bitch? Never identified themselves. Standoff with the rifles, man. They snatched that bitch out of there, threw her ass in that goddamn Jeep. And guess what? They left her wrecked car in the middle of the street. That's not how police officers get down. Somebody got to come and tow the vehicle. You know, there's a process with all that. They didn't do any of that. So just know you know what and who you're dealing with, and we can't stress enough too. It's all about prayer. Pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, for protection and safety. Pray over your household. Pray before you leave the crib. Pray while you're on the road. Pray wherever you at, man. Pray without ceasing. There's nothing to throw up a quick prayer. We can't stress that enough neither, man. Because this man, hey, he's coming down with great wrath because he know that he had but a short time. And we know that it has to happen. We know that, you know, but that don't mean you stop praying. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit happen to somebody else, you know, if that's the case. Because the Lord, you know, he sets up the wicked for a ransom for the righteous, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Call me all in the Bible boy.